Here are 20 tips on how to wake up earlier and not feel tired. And today's sponsor is Helix, and I'll tell you guys about their mattress in a little bit. So this is coming from a girl who does not drink any coffee or caffeine, and I get 8 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. And I love waking up early, and I can confidently say I can wake up at any time. Now, of course I get tired. Of course we all get tired, but I also know when I am tired, it's my own fault most of the time. If I'm eating well, getting enough sleep, and I'm not doing a million things that gets my brain all crazy, I'm good. But I know the biggest issue with people waking up earlier is that they feel tired. Set realistic expectations for yourself and give your body what it needs. If you sleep at 1 a.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. and expect yourself not to be tired, you are not getting enough sleep. Now, enough sleep can be different for so many people. For me, enough sleep is always 8 to 9 hours, but there's some people I know who function totally fine with just 6 hours. But if you are going below that, you are going into sleep debt. Are you thriving with your energy, or are you literally just getting by? We don't want you to survive, I want you to thrive. So you need to be getting more sleep, so you need to create a realistic sleeping time and wake up time. What hours of the day do you notice you feel the best? I feel the best between 8 to 12 p.m. After lunch, things start to kind of go downhill, especially if I wake up really early in the morning. So I'm starting to get tired, but I know I'm going to get my most productive work done earlier in the morning, and after lunchtime I'm not as productive. So I'm going to cater my day based on when I feel the best. So if you feel the best at 2 p.m., maybe you don't have to wake up super early in the morning, or maybe you don't need an early morning class. If you're looking to change your wake up time, you need to shift gradually. Maybe look at what time do you normally wake up without an alarm, and now let's start working back 15 minutes at a time. If you normally wake up at 9 a.m. and you're trying to wake up at 5 a.m., that is such a drastic change on your body, on your circadian rhythm. So try to pull back a little bit. Maybe wake up at 8:45, then 8:30, and work your way backwards. It's going to take time, but again, this is a marathon, not a sprint. We want it to be a lifestyle change, not just survival mode. Create a wind down routine at nighttime. This is a non-negotiable, where every night before you're gonna go to sleep, you're going to have kind of a set winding down routine. For me, it's actually 2 hours or 3 hours before I'm going to sleep. Around 7 o'clock, I start dimming all of the lights in our house. I don't use our ceiling lights, I just use our lamps, and I'm just making sure noise level is softer. I'm doing relaxing things like chilling on the couch, watching a show. I'm not doing anything that's really going to spike my adrenaline. And I do this every night. It's a reminder to me that, hey, we're getting ready to relax and to go to sleep. Number 5, try the body temperature trick. Basically, what you want to do is take a really warm or hot shower, and then you want to make sure that your room is at a cooler temperature. And this mimics your body's natural sleep cycle, and it's going to help you go to sleep. Prepare the night before. To ensure that you don't have a stressful morning, the night before, make sure you have everything you need, whether it's your backpack is all packed and ready to go, whether you have your meal prep ready where you can just grab it and go, or have your clothes set out the night before, so literally in the morning you don't feel this pull of, oh, I have so much to do. Maybe you can prep some of it at nighttime, like chopping up things to make your life easier the next morning. Number 7, this is something that my friend sticks to a T, and it is being mindful of your sleep cycle. So a full cycle of sleep is 90 minutes. She told me her naps are always going to be 90 minutes because she knows she's getting a full cycle. But if she's going to sleep, then she tries to make sure to not wake up until it's been like multiple cycles of 90. Number 8, use a reverse alarm. So that means you have a bedtime alarm. I actually do on my phone, and it'll tell me around like 9 o'clock, it's time to get ready for bed. It's time to wind down. And it really does remind my body too, hey, we're about to go to sleep. Number 9, make sure your room is dark when you are going to sleep. Any form of light is really going to mess with your body because your body thinks we're supposed to be awake right now, and you're not going to get as deep of a sleep. So get blackout curtains or just cover your windows. But I also sometimes like to have like a little bit cracked open so that in the morning the natural light can kind of hit me and I'll wake up. Probably one of the most important tips is to have a comfortable sleeping environment. Comfortable sleeping environment means your room is a comfortable temperature. Your clothes, your PJs, what you're wearing is soft, breathable. It's not going to constrict you while you are sleeping. Your blankets shouldn't be too hot or too cold, kind of like Goldilocks. And then make sure your bed is appropriate for how you sleep and your sleep position. So we did get a new Helix mattress, and this portion of this video is sponsored by Helix. But before I bought the mattress, I took a sleep quiz basically to decide which mattress was going to be best for our sleeping position. So the Helix sleep quiz, it matches you to the perfect mattress based on your body type and your sleep position. So we ended up with the Midnight Luxe bed, and I wanted something a little more firm and supportive because my husband and I are both side sleepers. I like how it's a medium firm feel. As an Asian, my parents were just really big on firmer beds, so I feel most supported when the bed is a little bit firmer. But they have so many different options. They can truly cater to what you like and what you want, so you can really choose what kind is best for you. But since I sleep 8 to 9 hours a night, so I need to make sure that my bed is comfortable and it's providing all the support it needs to help my body recover after a long day. So I was able to set up the bed with just my husband and I. Most of it I did by myself. I just needed him to help me lift a little bit. But Helix has premium mattresses that you can really customize to fit your needs, and then they ship it free straight to your door in the US. So the mattress came rolled up in a box and it was vacuum sealed. It was crazy. But they have a 100-night sleep trial to ensure that you love it, and it gives you time to test out the mattress. They have a 10-year warranty, and they also offer financing plans or a flexible payment plan to fit everyone's needs, because mattresses are an investment. We do spend a lot of time sleeping. So their Black Friday sale is running right now for a limited time. This is a great time to upgrade your mattress, because my old mattress, I had it for like 7 or 8 years and it was time to change. So go to helixsleep.com/myelite to get 27% off your mattress plus 2 free pillows. If you order a Luxe or an Elite mattress, you're going to get a free bedding bundle too. And it's so comfortable and it feels just so supported. So highly recommend. It is an investment getting a mattress that's going to help you feel rested and not like having aches and pains when you wake up. Number 11, set your alarm strategically. Be mindful of what sound your alarm clock is. I actually have a very loud, obnoxious alarm and it just wakes me up. But the softer, quieter ones, easier for me to ignore. But I know some people who prefer to be woken up that way. So be mindful of what alarm clock you choose. And sometimes I find that changing up the sounds helps you not get so used to the same sound. Also, be mindful of where you place your phone or your alarm. If you're a chronic snoozer, putting your phone next to you is probably not a good habit, and you've already proven to yourself many times that you turn it off. Why don't you put it somewhere else so that you can change things up and see if it helps. If you have a smart bulb, which you can also get on Amazon, you can also set your bulbs on a timer where, you know, at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. smart bulb will turn on. Number 12, establish a morning routine that's exciting for you. Whether it's within the first 5 minutes, you're going to brew your coffee or make your tea, or you're going to turn on some music, anything that's going to just help elevate and feel excited to start off your day. 13, this is something I used to do when I was a teacher and I really didn't want to get out of bed. I would count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and by 1 we are getting up. And you gotta hold yourself accountable. You need to be reliable and you need to say, okay, when I say 1, I'm getting up, and you get up. Because if you don't, then you're just lying to yourself. 14, once you do wake up, you do need to get light into your eyes immediately. This is actually something I learned from Andrew Huberman, and it's something I used to do all the time anyway, but you need to turn on the lights. Whether you go in the bathroom, turn on the lights and just be alert, or step outside and get some sunlight if the sun's out by then. There are many mornings where I've woken up and it's still dark outside, but bathroom light or any type of light really jumpstart your brain to say, hey, we're getting ready for the day. Number 15, this goes in line with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but make sure you think feet first. When my alarm clock rings, my feet are gonna touch the ground. Instead of me being on my phone for 20, 30 minutes, my feet are gonna touch the ground and we're gonna go. Speaking of my phone, I also have all of my apps except the most important ones, and I have it on downtime until 8 a.m. because I wake up way before 8 a.m. and I don't want to be scrolling on Instagram or TikTok early in the morning, and that's when it's available to me. Form accountability. So for me, early in the morning, I like to go to a workout class, and because I pre-book it, if I don't go, I lose out on my money. They don't give me a refund. So with that, it really creates accountability. And if you book classes with ClassPass, class, if you cancel, they'll give you your credit back, but they charge you a late cancellation fee. So that really creates accountability because otherwise you have to pay an extra $20 just for not showing up. I'm showing up. The night before, avoid eating really heavy meals before you go to sleep or doing any intense exercise at least 90 minutes before you go to sleep, because that adrenaline rush is really going to keep you up. I mean things that are really going to elevate your heart rate. It really just pushes your body into this like, hey, we're gonna go, 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 go. And then suddenly you're like, what? That's not what I thought we were doing. So I always work out early in the morning. If I do go to an evening class, then I try to go maybe like 4 or 5. But once it gets to like 6 or 7, I'm gonna be staying up a little later that night just cause my heart is pumping. 18, this is something I used to always start my videos with, but you need to remember your motivation and why you want to wake up earlier or why you need to. Maybe it's because you need to go to school, or maybe it's for a class or for work. But why do you work? Why do you do the things that you do? Is it just to make a living, or is it because you want to take care of the people that you love? Is it because you're trying to get an education and have a career that maybe our family and our parents never got to have? There are so many things to be grateful for, and if waking up early is the hardest thing we're dealing with right now, I'd say that's a pretty good life. I think a really big motivator for me was I wake up early so that I can exercise early in the morning and not have an excuse during the day or the nighttime that I'm too tired. Because if exercise is the first thing I'm doing, I'm saying this is a priority for me and I get to work out. I can afford to go to a workout class. I can be in the presence of other people who are working just as hard. It's truly just something we need to be grateful for. And we've been given this day and tomorrow's not guaranteed. So why don't we take advantage of that? And now I'm not saying sleep isn't good. I love sleep, clearly, but it's also a joy to be able to open our eyes and live. When you wake up, you need to stay awake. We've established you may need more sleep or how to get more sleep, but if you snooze or just stay in bed, you're setting yourself up to not do what you said you were going to do. And that's going to trickle into many other areas of your life. Your actions need to line up with what you say you're going to do. And the more you do this and the more frequently it happens and consistently, it's going to become a habit, and that takes time. It's not going to happen in 1 week or 2 weeks. It may even take a month, but you will get there if you make it a priority to give your body what it needs, but to also show up for yourself and say, hey, I said I'm gonna do this and I'm going to do it. And the last tip is to follow the weekend rule, where on the weekends, yes, you can totally sleep in, but maybe don't sleep in past an hour after your normal wake up time that you do on the weekdays when you're working, when you're going to school. If you normally wake up at 6 or 7, don't wake up at 10 o'clock on the weekends. That's really going to throw you off, and it's going to make Monday morning so much harder. If on Saturday and Sunday you're waking up at 10 and you're gonna be like, oh, I have to do this all over again Monday through Friday. So even for me, sometimes on Saturdays I'll still go to a 7:20 a.m. workout class, or maybe I'll push it to 8:30. Now this is like with other people to hang out with people, but otherwise if it's my choice, I will still wake up early and go do the things that I need to do. So I hope that these tips help you figure out how to wake up earlier and also get enough sleep so you're not so tired all the time. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!